I just hit $1.5 million in sales after only 1 year of dropshipping. I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but in this video I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it. But first, let's start where it all began. In 2013, I created my first YouTube channel. I was recording myself playing video games, doing funny sketches, just all around trying to entertain people. For over 1 year I was uploading at least 5 times a week. I was getting 0 views and I was not getting any subscribers. So midway in 2014, I decided to give up. I stopped uploading for good after making close to 400 videos and only gaining 200 subscribers. Early 2015, I decided to give streaming a go. I was really good at Counter-Strike and I wanted to show the world my skill. The next 8 months I was back to the grind, streaming multiple times a week, trying to grow my community. This was kind of working. I managed to get up to around 15 to 20 viewers per stream on average. This was actually a lot back in the day for a Danish speaking streamer. But late 2015, I closed my stream one day and I never turned it back on. From 2016 to 2020, I gave up all the ideas of making money online and I just continued and worked through school to have a normal life. In 2020, I finished high school. I got myself a sales job, which I was supposed to work for a year before attending university. From 2021 to 2022 was a really weird time for me. I started going to one university and I was there for around 7 months. I dropped out, began on another one where I was there for 4 hours. It became very obvious. I was not meant for the school life. I had to find a different path. My brother back in 2017 had actually asked me if I wanted to do a dropshipping business with him. But at the time I was very sure it was illegal because sending products directly from China to the consumer just seemed illegal. In September of 2022, he actually suggested it again. And at this point I had heard the word dropshipping so many times on TikTok, YouTube, even on Instagram. It had to be legit. The next 2 weeks, I did what every other beginner does. I've watched every single YouTube video with dropshipping in the title, trying to learn as much as possible for free. And I saw a video with a guy explaining how he managed to do $100,000 in sales with this humidifier. And for some reason, when I watched this video, I was very confident that I was able to replicate this. So I went on AliExpress. I found a humidifier that was similar to the one he was selling. I texted the supplier on AliExpress, "Hey yo, I'm an advanced dropshipper. I need this product. I think I can scale it up." And of course the supplier just replied, "Yes dear," with the heart around the head emoji. And I was ready to go. I built a one product store with a domain that matched the product. I created 2 video ads from the same supplier on AliExpress who had this stock video footage of the product. I created a TikTok ads manager and I was now ready to make money. I went to bed dreaming about all the money I was gonna make the next day. It was an absolute insane feeling because I knew for a fact that I was gonna make money. So when I woke up, I saw my phone and I had 0 notifications from Shopify. Still in a little bit disbelief, I went in and checked the dashboard and there was no sales. At this point I was a little bit discouraged. I thought I was already gonna make sales, but I still let the ads run and it ended up spending around $150 on the one creative without any sales at all. In all the YouTube videos, most of the people explaining that you had to test multiple different videos, multiple different angles when testing a product. So I decided to test a new creative. This time, instead of just making a weird video from the Supplier video, I actually decided to make a video from a trend that was going around at the time. I scheduled the next campaign at midnight again. I went to bed, woke up super excited for all the sales and there was still 0. But I decided to kill the product after around $300 spent in total. I didn't get any sales, I didn't even get an add to cart. The product just didn't work. At this point I also got really mad at TikTok ads because I was very sure that these were the reason why I wasn't making money. The only logical thing to do was to move to Facebook. The product research method I was using at the time was just watching the top 10 products to sell videos on YouTube, where all the e-com gurus would show off the best product to sell in a given month. I believe I saw a video from AC Hampton where he showed off a cup massager for fitness and recovery. And this product sounded really good to me, so this was the second product I tested. To build my website, I used the top secret strategy, which is called copy a competitor. So I actually just took my competitor's website, took my competitor's ads and ad copy and tried to run it as my own. I scheduled the campaign to go live at midnight, went to bed, woke up, checked the dashboard, 0 sales. I think I spent around $100 on this product without getting any sales, so I just decided to kill it. And luckily I already had prepared another product from the same top 10 products video to sell, which was the car dog pool seat, whatever it was called, where your dog could ride with you in your car. With the same strategy I used for the cup massager, I used that for the dog product. Scheduled the ads for midnight, the ads went live, woke up, I saw I had a CPM of over $40 and a CPC of 2. And with the knowledge I have now, this will in 99% of cases be a very unprofitable campaign. From late September to early October, I tested 3 more products. One was in the baby niche, one more was in the dog niche. And I ended up spending over 1.5K in ads, and I had 0 sales. Thinking back on this now, I actually gave up on it. I was pretty sure I couldn't make it work, and I had spent so much time, energy, money even, without getting anything in return, not even a slight hope that it could work. Early October, I was talking with my brother. I had a chat with him about what had happened the last 30 days, what I had done, what I had achieved. And for some weird reason, my brother believed more in me than I did in myself. And he said the one sentence that changed everything. Bro, you should get a mentor. With the new motivation and belief from my brother, I now gave it a second chance. But this time, I wanted to have a mentor who could guide me from the beginning to the end of scaling a profitable store online. I think I reached out to 4 or 5 of your, the biggest gurus. You all know these guys. I asked for pricing, how it went, what I could benefit from joining their course. One day, I actually found another dude on YouTube. I had never seen any of his videos. He was called Michael Bernstein. And the funny thing with him, he was very different from all the other guys. His videos were not at all entertaining. They were not any fancy editing. There were no top 10 products to sell. He only provided real information that you could take action on. I sent him a DM on Instagram just to have a little chat and see if I could get some free advice. We texted back and forth for a little while. And at one point he just said, "Yo bro, let's hop on a call. I'll answer all your questions." The 6th of October, I had a call with Michael, and I could already tell from the first 10 minutes of speaking with him that I wanted to work with this guy. He was so generous, he was really honest, he answered all my questions I had, and it just seemed he seemed like he was really interested in helping me, which is also true, but at the time it really seemed like that. I joined the program. He gave me my first task of finding 30 products that fits these 10 criteria. So I spent the next 3 days searching on AdSpy, Dropshipping, Minea, you name it, all these AdSpy tools. Just scroll all day trying to find the best possible product. I sent him the first 30 products I found, and a voice message came back. "It looks fine, but not good. I would look more." A little annoyed with this statement, I went back to product researching, spent another 2 days, found another 25 products, sent the sheet over to Michael, and now he said, "Alright, this product was good enough to test." I created the website and ads as Michael told me and how he recommended doing things. I scheduled the campaign at midnight, went to bed, woke up, had 2 sales. This was absolutely crazy. It was really weird that after only 6 days of working with him, I had already gotten my first few sales. Unfortunately, that product was not a winner. It died out the next few days. I was stopped getting any sales, and I had to kill the product. From late October to late December, I tested 3 more products. All of them were breaking even. None of them were really profitable long term. I was getting sales, and that was enough for me to understand if I just kept going and kept moving, I would eventually make it work and be profitable. I had found a new product on my spy tools. I showed it to Michael and he approved it right away, saying it was a really good product. From the help of one of Michael's coaches, Patrick, I created the first 3 ad creatives. I created the website and the landing page, and I scheduled the campaign to go live at 12 p.m. that day. When I woke up, I couldn't believe my eyes. I had over $100 in sales and only $15 spent. I was so insanely hyped. It was the most surreal feeling of just waking up, already making money. I was already profitable for the day. It was just insane. I texted this to Michael. I sent him a screenshot of, "Hey bro, this is crazy. The product is taking off. I'm gonna be a billionaire." And Michael instantly said, "Yeah, we should hop on a call." I talked with Michael the second day of the product test. The first day ended with a 7 ROAS. And the day of the call with Michael, it looked like I was getting close to 10. I showed the results to Michael, and I remember the words he told me. "Bro, you found it." It was really crazy hearing that from him. He was like, "Yeah bro, this is a winner. This is a really good winner. Now let's optimize and get ready for higher scale." So that's what we did. We optimized the funnel, put in our upsell structure, and I started scaling. When you have a new ad account, you have limits on your ad account. So the first few weeks I was really bound by this, only being able to spend $50 a day. But even though I still managed to do over $19,000 in sales of January with close to 40% profit. I thought I had made it at this point. I thought, okay, all right, I'm gonna be a millionaire very soon. This is easy, was how I was feeling. And February didn't turn anything down. That was also insane. Scaling to almost 50K with close to 30% profit this time. Profit had dropped a little bit, but that's very common when you start to scale up. So in February, I actually had this feeling of I felt unstoppable. I felt like nothing could bring me down at this point. I was ready to quit my job. I was ready to go all out, move to another country, move to the beach, and just work from my laptop. March was also great, almost 80K. The profit had dropped though to almost 20%, in around 21%. And here, March is where I do my biggest mistake so far. I start to be comfortable. This is probably the worst thing you can do when you find a good winner and you start to scale up. This cost me a lot of money, a lot of money, because in April was an absolute nightmare. Everything crashed, the ROAS dropped like crazy. I was still making money, but I had days where I was unprofitable, and overall the profit margin was just really low. I think it ended below 10, which is very, very bad, even for Facebook standards. So what had happened was I stopped working in the months prior. I didn't test any creatives. I didn't test any new offers. I didn't do anything, even though Michael told me to, and that was the worst thing. Michael told me, yo bro, you start testing new creatives, test new products. But in my mind, I saw this money coming in every single day, really high ROAS, high profit margin. Why the hell would I even listen to this guy? I was really embarrassed, but I had a call with Michael about this, and he basically just shitted all over me for the next 10 minutes. Like how he told me, like I should do it, why didn't you do it? But of course, Michael is also a man who comes up with solutions. So he was like, yeah bro, we can still fix this. We have time. We just need to double down now. You need to do 2 months of work in 1 month. Moving on from this call, Michael introduced me to his brother, Jonathan. And Jonathan is just an absolute beast when it comes to Facebook ads. I had a few calls with him. We structured a game plan, which was like find influencers, get content, make creatives. Spending the next few weeks just finding creators, negotiating content prices, and sending out products. Got the first few creatives done, but I didn't see any improvements in around May, late May. And the ROAS and profit margin was still really low. But then early June, everything just clicked. I finally nailed the way on how to create high converting ads with a really good ROAS. So things started to pick back up, and it picked up like crazy. June, we did $160,000 in sales. July was $180,000. In August, we did $225,000. September, we did $240K. These months were crazy. There was a lot of work. Around 400-500 creatives in these months. I was every day creating new creatives, launching new campaigns, launching new things, and it paid off. I was making shit ton of money, over 40K a month. It was insane. It was probably one of the best feelings I ever had those months. Things have slowed down a little bit now. We're still running the product, still doing around $200,000 a month. In November, we hit over $1.5 million in sales, which is just an unreal amount of money. But the whole thing with this YouTube channel is actually to document my journey for the next 12 months and see how much I can improve and progress in the business world. I'm gonna show you my struggles and victories to hopefully teach some of you guys out there what to do in a certain situations, and hopefully motivate some of you to start dropshipping yourself. I hope you want to see me win and follow along my journey for the next 12 months. If you're interested in learning dropshipping yourself, I've left a link for my mentor's YouTube channel down in the description. Sign up for a call and I might see you in there.